Hello, this is Father Aaron Westman with the Glen Mary Home Missioners, and this is your Missioner Moment. My brothers and sisters, we have been through a profound year together. 2020 was nothing like anything we could have ever expected. I think we're tired of having to say the word unprecedented and uncertainty and change. And we've all experienced this in many ways. And I think the church has been profoundly impacted by what has taken place over the last year during the pandemic. And as we come to the end of this year and look to the new year, I think we need to ask ourselves a question. So what will be our response in 2021? I think in many ways, 2020 has seen us pulling back, if you will, going into seclusion, in isolation, in quarantine, social distancing, and being away from the things which really matter to us in our lives. And this in itself has been very, very challenging. And in many ways, the church has not necessarily been able to do the kind of ministry and mission that she normally is able to do. And that is why I think perhaps more than ever, as we kind of inch out of this pandemic and as the vaccines get distributed to people throughout the world, throughout here in the United States, this next year for us is inviting us to consider a missionary mandate. A missionary mandate. Here's what I mean. Every year, the Catholic Church, as we come to the end of a year and look to the beginning of a new year, we celebrate the feast of Mary, the Mother of God, the Theotokos. And there is profound meaning in the midst of the theology with regard to the Theotokos, or Mary as the Mother of God. But what we believe in a very profound way is that Mary, a human being, bears God into the world. That is, she bears Jesus into the world. She allows God's presence to be deepened in our world, especially in the midst of the poor, the suffering, those who are struggling, those who feel perhaps separated from the ones they love, separated perhaps even from God. My brothers and sisters, our missionary mandate for 2021 is perhaps to be like Mary in this regard, to bear Jesus in our own way, in the way in which we are called by God, into this world, into the places that perhaps have been avoided because of the pandemic over the last year. We are going to see record numbers of poverty, unemployment, people who are hungry, people who have been in isolation, perhaps are experiencing depression. And we are called to bear Jesus into these places so that the love of Christ might be experienced by so many people who have been in need. My brothers and sisters, I invite us as we look to 2021 to think about the missionary mandate that God is inviting us as a church to be the bearers of Jesus into this world.